An LMPD officer ticketed a homeless woman for living on the streets while she was in labor. At one point, the officer said he didn't believe her, but she had the baby later on that day.
Now, that officer did call for an ambulance as he was enforcing a new Kentucky crime law that makes street camping illegal. WDRB's Raina Kako asked city and state leaders if they believe the law is working as intended.
God, evil people.
Do you have an ID on you?
Y'all are evil people. Why are y'all
Ma'am,
so
what's your last name?
evil?
This woman wants to stay anonymous, but in this body camera video from the end of September,
You said you need an ambulance?
you can see LMPD Lieutenant Caleb Stewart ticketing her for living on the streets while she was in labor.
I can't wait it, and I don't know why.
Lieutenant Stewart is the head of Downtown Area Patrol.
Ma'am, you need to stop. Stop.
Am I being detained?
Yes, you're being
For
detained.
what?
You're being detained because you're unlawfully camping.
The Safer Kentucky Act, a sweeping crime bill, went into effect this summer. It makes street camping illegal, but it doesn't specifically spell out how local agencies like LMPD should handle unlawful camping.
I don't believe for 1 second. This lady's going into labor, but I called EMS, asked for code 3 just in case I'm wrong.
The woman's public defender said she gave birth later that day, and both she and her baby are sheltered and healthy without the city's help. The law has drawn its fair share of criticism.
Things that people get cited for are crimes of poverty, and it's disgusting.
But some supporters of the controversial bill, including State Representative John Hodgson, say it's working as intended. In a statement, he shared his support of Lieutenant Stewart's decision, writing, quote, "There is no compassion in leaving unsheltered individuals on the streets to spiral downwards and suffer from their drug addiction, mental illness, and other social adaptation problems. I appreciate the actions of LMPD Lieutenant Stewart in summoning medical attention."
If they intended to further criminalize houselessness and poverty, then it's working perfectly.
We've warned you about this before, okay?
LMPD says the Safe and Healthy Streets initiative offered the woman resources for shelter twice before this encounter,
which she declined.
While Mayor Greenberg didn't say if he stood by the lieutenant's actions.
We can learn from every interaction we have with someone in crisis, but we will continue doing this work.
He believes the city is making progress in its overall goal of helping unhoused people.
We just opened last week the Community Care Campus, a temporary shelter for families, so that families can get off the streets. And for the first time, and as long as anybody knows, there are no families on a waiting list for a shelter in our city.
Raina Katko, WDRB News.